Bienvenidos a la Daily Hustle. Soy Enrique Byrnes y presidente es el mejor cerveza. No abate por No Filter Network. Miguelito San Dieguito not with us today. Will the Thrill Clark not with us today either. He will be back Tuesday for our regularly scheduled Deuces Wild program. But in the meantime, as you guys know, I like to come on here and not only salute our boys, but each and every one of you. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Remember this, folks. When we are juiceful, we are useful. And when we are juiceless, we are fucking useless. A very pleasant good morning to you on the second day of May 2025. And of course, we are brought to you by The F-It List, life lessons from a human crash test dummy. You can pick that up at ericbyrnes.com, along with the Daily Hustle 222, unfiltered life guidance from a human crash test dummy. But do not forget the invaluable Let Them Play, a parenting and coaching guide to youth sports that you can pick up on the website, as well as the Foot Reflexology Board. The Foot Reflexology Board has been a savior the past few days for me. I had a little inflammation in my right foot. Now, ironically, I had been away from my board because I was traveling. This isn't rocket science, folks. Inflammation is the root of all evil. Whatever we can do to get the blood moving, get the blood flowing. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I did not stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but Foot Reflexology works. Trust me on this one, despite my lack of credentials. So just live the life experience. That's all I can give you. The Daily Hustle quote of the day. It's not how much we do, but how well we do it. That is a very simple. Think about exactly what that means. I think we're all chasing our own tails in life oftentimes, and we're trying to do this and we're trying to do that, and we're trying to be in 15 different places at once. And I think it's important for all of us to feel the air pass through our nostrils, come back into the moment, and make sure no matter what it is, we do it well. Okay, around Major League Baseball yesterday, Cubs 8-3 over the Pirates. Cubs now 19-13 on the year. St. Louis goes down to Cincinnati. I think it was a day after sweeping a doubleheader. Cincy 9-1 over the Cards. Arizona, a big win in the Big Apple, 4-2 over the Mets. The D-backs are now 17-14. The Mets 21-11. Some might say that is the best team in baseball. This goes to show you. I mean, there's parity. There really is. A lot of talk about the Dodgers, for example. And, the Dodgers, they're okay. They've gotten off to a little bit of a rough start. It's like, fucking rough start. They're 20-10. They have one of the best records in all of Major League Baseball right at the top of that list. It's interesting because I try to tell our kids this. The best teams in Major League Baseball win only 60% of their games. So you know what that means? They're losing 40% of the time. That's the beauty of baseball. And that's also why we play 162 games. That's what it takes to get what is the true champion. So, now in youth baseball, if we lose a game or two, you got the kids and the parents are freaking out like, oh no, like, you're supposed to fucking lose. If we're winning every single game that we play, we're not playing the right competition. So, anyhow, Kansas City was in Tampa yesterday. Bobby Witt Jr. is on some kind of tear. I believe he's run his hitting streak up to 22 games and one of the most electric players in Major League Baseball right now. Still a very much undercover superstar. 8-2 KC is now 17-15. This is a legit playoff team. They proved that last season, and it looks like they're right back at it. I won't be shocked if they end up, I don't want to say run away with the Central, but they are the best team in the Central, in my humble opinion. Central's not very good. Cleveland would say otherwise, though. They 4-3 winners at home. And how about our guy Noel? Merry Christmas. Dude hit a 900-foot homer yesterday to the top of the bleachers in Jacobs Field. I don't even know if they call it Jacobs Field anymore. Who gives a fuck? That's a special place. It's where I made my Major League debut. Milwaukee goes down to the White Sox. 8-0. How about the White Sox? 8-23 now. Milwaukee falls to 500. The A's continue their winning ways. They shut out the Texas Rangers 3-0. Rangers fall to 500. A's now 17-15. They're over 500, and they sport the best road record in all of baseball. Washington Nationals 4-2 over Philly. I'd say a bad loss for Philly at home. You had Walker going against Lord, and look, they were heavy favorites, minus 177, I believe, and Philly doesn't do shit. Toronto 4-2 over Boston. Toronto creeping back towards 500. Boston sitting there. Toronto's 15-16. The Red Sox now 17-16 after the loss yesterday. And how about what many would argue could be the best team in Major League Baseball right now? The Detroit Tigers. That's right. 10-4 winners. They are now 20-12. The Angels dropped to 12-18. Mike Trout back to the disabled list. Unfortunately for Angel fans, Ron Washington, you want to root for that group. I know Greg Amsinger, my old pal at MLB Network, thought this was going to be a sneaky team this year. They've shown flashes of brilliance, but ultimately, oh no, wrong button. Let's try this one. Maybe crickets probably help us. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Wash, we're still behind you here at the Daily Hustle. And then late last night, I watched this one live. The San Francisco Gigantes fall to the Colorado Rockies. Don't call it a win streak. Well, I guess that's what we have to call it. The Rockies have now won 2 straight games. Tyler Rogers gets the loss in this one. And then you got Agnos, who came in to save it for the Rockies. So good for Bud Black and the Colorado Rockies winning their second consecutive game. Okay, the matchups tonight is going to be Washington at Cincinnati. These are going to be the weekend matchups. Washington at Cincinnati, San Diego at Pittsburgh, Arizona at Philly, Kansas City at Baltimore. That should be a fun one. Tampa at the New York Yankees. I'm going to get to this in a minute. Cleveland at Toronto. The Twins are at Boston. The A's at Miami. What is a weekend attendance going to look like there? The A's at Miami. I would love to see it. I really, really would. Hey, look, I'm rooting for baseball. I'm rooting for the A's. That's a place that has trouble drawing anyway. And then you bring the A's in for a weekend series. I don't know. I think they're up against it. OU for each game, I'm going to say it's going to be about 12,000. The Dodgers travel to Atlanta. That should be a fun one. Like I said, Dodgers 21-10. There's your slow start for Los Angeles. The Braves, this is a real slow start. They're 14-16 for a team that's expected to contend for a National League and World Series title. Houston is 16-14. They travel to Chicago to take on the White Sox. Seattle goes to Texas. Texas better turn shit around in a hurry. Seattle, by the way, 18-12. They've been playing very well. The Chicago Cubs, 19-13, going into Milwaukee to take on the Milwaukee Brewers, who had that brutal loss yesterday against the White Sox. And then you have the Mets at St. Louis. So let's see if the Mets can continue their winning ways as Detroit plays Anaheim again. Detroit's good. There's no other way to put it. Their pitching staff is good. Their lineup is good. Their defense is good. This is one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. And then the Giants again at home taking on the Colorado Rockies over the weekend. Okay, if you guys haven't been paying attention, there's been a lot made of Aaron Judge and his start to the season. On Thursday, Aaron Judge went 3 for 3, hit another homer, had a walk, 3 more RBIs. And so, right now, as we're over a month into this season, he's hitting 427. This is fucking insane. I mean, next level shit. We just have not seen this in a long time. I mean, he's putting himself in territory with two of the greatest hitters in the history of baseball. I would say the two greatest hitters in the history of baseball. Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds. That's right. It says here the New York Yankees will open up a new series with division rival Tampa on Friday at Yankee Stadium. New York enters play 18 and 13 in first place American League East. At 14 and 17, the Rays are in fourth. Aaron Judge enters a contest as part of some incredible baseball history over the last 162 games, which dates back to last season. Ready for this? 64 plus home runs, a 1.268 plus OPS in any 162 game span. There's only 3 players who have ever done it. I named the first 2: Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, and now Aaron fucking Judge. Judge is hitting 427, attempting to become the first player to hit 400 since Ted Williams did so in 1941. Also, what does he have? 10 homers, 32 RBIs, and a robust 521 on base percentage, one of the best sluggers of the 2000s. He's putting himself in position to win a 3rd American League MVP award. Okay, I get the hoopla around the 427. It's fucking fantastic. Awesome month for Aaron Judge. Little reality check. He's a 292 career hitter. So when you had Ted Williams do it, or even back when you had Tony Gwynn and he was chasing it, I felt like they had a chance, right? Like they were there. Well, with Aaron Judge, as much as I love him, at some point he's going to cool down. I also wonder when or if teams are just going to stop pitching to him. It gets to the point where there's nobody, fucking nobody in that Yankees lineup that can protect Aaron Judge. I don't know if there's anybody in baseball that can protect him. The only one I can say is probably Juan Soto. That would be a guy that I would be thinking and scratching my head. But for the most part, he is on an island of his own right now, and we're witnessing history. This is pretty cool because in a day and age where we certainly have seen offensive production decrease, this is a dude that is lighting it up like very few ever have. When I say very few, fucking 2 guys, Barry Bonds, Babe Ruth. So let's take a second to sit back and appreciate what we are witnessing. Let's see here. It is 292 hitter, 325. I mean, that just, I would say, that snuck up on me. But 325 home runs already for Justin. So he's 33 years old. Went to Fresno State, first round draft pick, 2013. I was there. I was at the draft when he got drafted. I remember standing next to him and going, holy shit, this is a big motherfucker. And introduced myself. Oh, hey, Fresno State, cool, yeah, but Bay Area, whatever. Well, he didn't get picked until, I want to say it was like the 30-something pick. Like, it took a while for him to come off the board. But if you go back and look at him in college, I don't know how or why scouts missed. I really don't. And baseball is so tough to predict, right? But I guess you could say that there's only been so many sluggers, Dave Winfield, Tony Clark, over 6'6", that have had any success And the big leagues is hard. You got the long arms, everything else. Well, what Judge does so well is he's here and he'll pull these hands in so it allows him to cover the inside part of the play. Either that or he just takes it. This is where he's entered a new realm because, as we talk about all the time, Thrill and I do, with Aaron Judge and his swing, look, he's one of the few guys that can consistently pull off this back leg hang, uppercut hack where if he's on time and everything's working perfectly, he can still miss balls and they're going to go out. That's how big, dominant, and strong that he is. That's also, if you look at him, somewhat of his natural swing path where he's here, and his bat, as a matter of fact, does stay in the zone for a long time. So will be fun to see how this plays out. 427 right now on that average. It'd be fucking fun to have a race down the stretch and potentially see him hit 400. I mean, it's been so goddamn long. And every year I feel like there's someone hitting 400 about this time of year. And we get all excited when Luis Ariz was up here a couple years ago. And yeah, so anyhow, all right. Just wanted to come on and nail out a quick daily hustle. We will be back potentially this week. And like I said, Thrill and I are back on Tuesday and have now made a commitment to come up and just kind of give a little recap on each day around the major leagues and some thoughts and unfiltered opinions, of course, as we like to do here at nofilter.net. All right, everyone have a fantastic day. Oh, one more thing for each and every one of you. See ya!